one any. And you already know what time it's for. It's time for us to take a look back on the anime that have come and passed from this last season, and then later look at what's to come. Now, to be honest, there wasn't really a lot this season that I think really stood out all too much. There was the little in between Demon Slayer thing, and I don't know why they decided to do this, but literally it said that it would be a bunch of stuff. Like they said it would be the Mugen Train arc, which was the movie, an original episode featuring Rengoku, which we got for the first episode, and then it would also be about Tanjiro's unwavering resolver arc, and the beginning of the entertainment district arc, which is going to be most of season 2 or all of season 2. But we got the first episode, which was an original Rengoku mission on his way to the Mugen Train, and then the rest of it was just a recap for the Mugen Train, which I thought was very bizarre because you could just go and watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that one, there wasn't a whole lot this season that really outshined, except for Komi-san. Komi-san was an amazing adaptation. They did a great job with it. Mushoku Tensei, first season Mushoku Tensei did amazing, and then the second season even better with how the story's going. It's so good. It's the father of isekai for a reason. There was Mirako-chan as well, which I feel like Mirako-chan would just be better to read, if I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie, they had some thickness in Mirako-chan, but it kind of made it feel a little off, like, because you kind of went in for a horror thing, but then it just kind of like, here's kind of like a goofy slice of life thing, which was different, but I don't know if that's what I was really looking for when I was watching Mirako-chan. The My Annoying Senpai adaptation, amazing as well. Both the Komi adaptation and the My Annoying Senpai adaptations, amazing. I love them. But one that I did watch, Sakugen, where everyone lives underground in colonies, and there's a huge labyrinth maze that is full of dangerous people, creatures, just environment in general, and father and daughter become a marker team and just explore to try to find a specific point in the labyrinth. I think Sakugen, it just feels good to watch. It's definitely one that you don't have to be like, all right, I'm gonna pay super close attention to this story. It's just a good one to sit back and watch. It's fun. The characters are cool. Yo, Gagumbar, that dude, I vibe with Gagumbar. That man is top tier. For the next season though, the next season that is to come, is we have second season of Demon Slayer. Everyone and their mother has watched Demon Slayer. Everyone everywhere has watched Demon Slayer. I think everyone's just, excited for Demon Slayer if you like Demon Slayer. Stone Ocean came out. I love part 6 of JoJo. Part 6 of JoJo might be my favorite part in regards of characters and an ending. My overall favorite is probably part 7 though, but part 6 is so good. And if you have not watched JoJo at all, watch it and then watch part 6. It's so good. Then we have Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2. I think everybody knows about that one. It's just like the Demon Slayer as well. But we're also going to take a look at, what is to come from this new season, aside from the bigger shows. Now, the first one that does catch my eye, part of the new season, aside from the big ones like My Dress Up Darling. Traumatized by a childhood incident with a friend who took expectations to his love of traditional dolls and doll artisan, hopefully Wakana Gojo passes his days as a loner, finding solace in the home ec room at his high school. To Wakana, people like the beautiful Marin, a trendy girl who is always surrounded by throng of friends, is practically an alien from another world. But when cheerful Marin, never one to be shy, spots Wakana swaying away from one another after school, she barges in with the aim of roping her quiet classmate into a secret hobby cosplay that she has. While Wakana's wounded heart be able to handle the invasion from this sexy alien. That is okay, I've read this one before, right? So I know what it's about. That is the weirdest way of describing it, but it isn't the worst one. To break it down in monkey brain form, Gojo really likes the craft of making doll clothes and painting doll faces, the porcelain ones that you see. And some friends of his back when he was a child made fun of him for, liking dolls. Even though it's a family tradition, he owns the doll shop. And then one day, Marin, this really popular girl, comes to him and says, "Hey, I really like cosplay. Can you please make me cosplay outfits? I see you working on doll clothes, so I think why not just upscale it and make it bigger?" And he's like, "I don't know anything about popular people, but I can give it a try." And that begins the slice of life comedy romance of My Dress Up Darling. And the manga is really good. I'm a little behind on it, but I think this one is just, another good classic watch. I think everyone could get down and enjoy this one. Yo, season 3 of Taigaki-san. I hope I read that one as right. Well, but Don't Tease Me Taigaki, I'm pretty sure is just what it's called in English. You gotta watch season 1 and 2. That's a great series. And I like the after series too, about when they're grown up. It's so good. Orient. Okay. I have talked about Orient before. I feel like Orient could go really good and really hard, but I feel like it could also flop really hard. When unidentified creatures known as Kaishin suddenly appear in Japan, all over, most famous military leaders were killed in battle, and in the end world seems close at hand. Now, 150 years later, demons still rule the world, and only a hand of Bushi continue to fight for freedom. Musashi and Kojiro. Out of admiration for these brave fighters, they strive to be the strongest band of Bushi in this classic battle action story of friends passionately chasing a dream. I really enjoy the story of this one. I think it could go really well if the story doesn't, take the classic shonen turn of like lots of backstory, mid-important thing, classic shonen tropes that kind of end up making things not so good. But aside from that one, Karoshi AI. Two assassins face off at a certain workplace. The cool bounty hunter Chietu? Okay. And the mysterious powerful Renga Ha. Chietu and Renga Ha become enemies after this fight. At last, they should have, but for some reason, Renga Ha takes a liking to Chietu and begins following her around. Little by little, Chietu develops a cooperative partnership with Renga Ha, which gets her caught up in the struggle against the organization hunting him down. Furthermore, that battle is related to her past as well. Okay, so we have someone who has a tied past to an evil organization, two people that were supposed to kill each other, but became friends, and now they're taking on the big Sounds cool. Sounds like a classic buddy action. Down for it. Oh, what is this one? Sabeko Bisco? His powerful bow pierces the rust of destruction to save the people he loves. A thrilling adventure and action story set in future Japan where everything has rusted away. The rust wind threatens to wipe out humanity. The whole world is known as a desert. And the protagonist, Bisco, uses his bow and special mushroom. This dude got a bow and a special mushroom. He's built different. What can you say? As a mushroom protector, can I be mushroom protector? Is that a job? I want that. A noble thief who causes chaos all across Japan to save his dying master. Bisco goes on a journey to seek out a special healing mushroom called, it better not be called a rush. Okay, it's called a rust eater. I thought it was gonna be called a rustrum, and I was about to just leave. In Imahama, he meets Milo, his new partner, and they head out on a crazy adventure through the rust-filled desert. This sounds, I've never heard something that involves rust, like rust being a main issue. Okay, sure, give me it. Ain no 831. In the present day, the world is in turmoil due to an unprecedented disaster. A young man living in Tokyo, Shizushiro, has a secret that he cannot tell anyone. That secret is that he can stop time around him. Despite his thoughts, one day he meets a girl named Nazuna, who has the same power. When he learns that she's being used in a crime, he impulsively reaches out to help her. Interesting. I genuinely just don't have any more to say on that. It's just, okay, sure. That's got me hooked. And that will officially wrap up what is to come in the next anime season and what I thought about some of the last season shows. Now, I think a lot of these shows have really good potential. You know, the big ones, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, JoJo Part 6. As always, thank you all for watching. It's great to be able to talk about this kind of stuff. I will be on a somewhat kind of break for a little while because I am moving house. And as some of you know, that can be a pain. Aside from that, I have lots of big things planned. I do plan on streaming a lot more. So if you do want to support that and the stuff that I do here, like, bell, subscribe, all that, my Twitter and Twitch will be in the links below. And I hope you all just genuinely have enjoyed this past season of anime that has come to pass, and I hope you enjoyed the new one that comes. Maybe you guys will find something that kind of a hidden gem that I didn't look at. As always, thank you all for watching.